All right, guys, it is 2022. This will be my first video this year. It's going pretty good so far this year. We've had a couple tournaments. Me and my partner Neil have done pretty decent so far this year. So, uh, first of all, just to get it out of the way, we have almost 20,000 views now, but still only like 330 something subscribers. So, if you could subscribe, like the video, share them, that would be sweet. Another thing for 2022, I am in the Major League Fishing Toyota Series Western Division as a pro. So if you want to follow along, you can go to majorleaguefishing.com and see how that's going. In a few weeks, I've got Clear Lake coming up. So today we're going to talk about the best Ned Rig bait. And this is what I think is the best Ned Rig bait. You got all kinds of different baits. You got the Z-Man stuff. You got Roboworm, Yamamoto. Everybody is making Ned baits. There's all kinds of craws, worms, little beavers. Everything you can think of, they're starting to make them in a Ned bait. So my favorite of all time, and this is tied on 100% of the time I have a rod specifically for Ned baits, is a 4-inch Yamamoto Senko. And this color, the black and blue laminate, is my favorite of all baits. Most of the time this is what I throw. And they also make all kinds of colors, but if you want to throw something green pumpkin, I really like this. It's a green pumpkin watermelon laminate in a 4-inch Senko. So the reasons why the 4-inch Senko is my favorite for Neds is, number one, it's pretty heavy for a Ned bait, so you can cast it a long ways and you can fish it when it's a little bit windier, and it'll get down deep quicker. So the head I use, these I just found this year. This is the Freedom Tackle Ned head, and I usually get the 3/16 ounce size. So they come in black and green pumpkin. So pretty much in my Ned box, I've got these heads, this size, and that's pretty much it. So this hook is a 2/0 hook, and there's other companies that make them with smaller hooks, with bigger hooks, and this hook size is like the perfect size in my opinion. I've used a lot of different ones. I've lost fish because of certain hook sizes. I've done a lot of research on the Ned heads, and this one is by far my favorite. So it also has the double keeper there. You can see it right here. I used to super glue my Senkos onto my Ned rig, but with these, it never really comes off. I'll catch multiple fish without having to super glue it. So super easy. I'm sure a lot of you guys already know how to rig them, just straight down through, and you just want it as straight as you can get it. And there you go. So this bait, the Ned rig, especially this Yamamoto Senko, you can fish it in 50 feet of water, or you can use it sight fishing in 2 feet of water. I've used it all around the West Coast, and every single lake that I've fished, I've caught fish with the black and blue, especially. We're talking Lake Havasu, Lake Mead, Clear Lake, and then in Washington at the Tri-Cities, Banks Lake, Moses Lake, Potholes, Lake Washington, all the big tournament lakes, I've caught them on the black and blue. I don't know what it is about the black and blue. Maybe there's not a lot of guys that are throwing black and blue Neds like that. I don't know what the reason is, but they definitely catch fish. So the way that I fish this is, if I'm in deeper water, I'll throw it out there and you can bomb it with like 15-pound braid to a 10 or a 12-pound fluorocarbon leader. You can bomb this thing, and I'll let it go all the way to the bottom, and usually I'm going to use two different retrieves. I'm either going to just drag it on the bottom real slowly and reel up my slack. If I'm hitting rocks and it's kind of getting hung up, I'll pop it free and then just keep dragging slow. Or I'll work it kind of like popping a tube, and I'll let it go all the way to the bottom, and I'll just hop it up off the bottom and reel it and hop it up off the bottom, which, if you're trying to find fish, can be a little bit better because you're covering more water a little bit quicker, so you can bomb it out there and work it back to the boat and just fan cast your area until you find where they're at, and then start slowing down on that area. So I fish it on a 7-foot medium spinning rod. I like the Lama Glass XP Bass Series rods with I run a Lose 3000 series spinning reel, and I use 15-pound braid to 8 or 10 or 12-pound leaders. So if you guys have not tried these, the 4-inch Senko is just money on a Ned Rig. So give it a try. I can guarantee you that you're going to catch fish on this bait. Thanks for watching, and tune in for what we got coming up here.